Okay, so what I want to show you here is this is very important. We're going to go over some Google My Business best practices. And over the next few weeks, I'm probably going to cover more of it because I get a lot of questions about this. And a lot of our clients hire us to do this for them because it is totally insane to do this yourself. It just makes absolutely no sense because it's so tedious and there's so many things you have to do. So people think, oh, my Google My Business page. I'll go to my Google My Business page and let me show you. So they'll say, oh, whoops, that's the wrong screen. I'm going to go to my Google My Business page here and I'm just going to fill it all up and everything. Well, you might fill it up the wrong way, first of all. And secondly, that's not all there is you have to do. So there's so much to do. And we have an entire system set up. We have an entire system set up for this. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I do, we do. And we're going to start basically with just your Google My Business page, but I want to give you an overview. So what we do is we totally optimize your Google My Business page. After that, we do a citation audit, which means whatever your NAP is, your name, address, phone number, whatever that NAP is, we need to then find that NAP on the internet by doing a search for you, and then we do all the citations. And I just noticed that my biggest competitor just upped me on the 3-pack. Oh, darn, I have to do something about that. Okay, so anyway, okay, so what I have to show you today is how to work in your Google, how to even find your Google My Business page and stuff. So they make it so difficult, Google does, and we're not engineers, and this whole process is set up by an engineer who thinks everybody else is an engineer. That's what I think, because they make it so complicated. And even giving reviews, still, you'd think they'd make it easier. They make it so hard. Why? Because they don't want you to tell somebody to give you a review. They think that people just automatically give you reviews, which isn't, in the real world, it's not like that. So typically, especially in real estate, we have to ask for the reviews. If you're in coaching and business and chiropractors and stuff, you have to ask for the reviews. People don't just come out and give them like to a restaurant, okay? So it's a little different mindset. People are used to giving reviews for restaurants, right? But they're not used to all the other service providers. So anyway, what I wanted to go over too is that after we do a citation audit, then we create more citations for you. And there's a never-ending amount of citations that you need. He who has the most citations wins. He who has the most optimization wins. But also, there's a lot of other things that you have to do in order to beat your competitors. Because look, there's only 3 spots, right? 1, 2, 3. There are only 3 spots, and on mobile, there's only 3 spots, period. They don't even show you all of this, right? They don't even show you this stuff here, okay? They're only showing you like the map. Now, the problem is, okay, so when they just show you the map, how many people are going to click on this thing that says more places? If I click on more places, all of a sudden, you get a lot more people. But how many people do that? Hardly any, right? So I did a search for best luxury real estate agent in Wellington, FL, and our website is right here at number 3. I need to get this moved up. Actually, I want to be in the number 1 space, but we need to work on this. I haven't had time really to work on our stuff, so I'm busy working on all my clients. Okay, so now, so that's one of the keywords if you want listings. If you're in real estate, that's one of the keywords you're going to want. So let's try another one. Let's go to Wellington Chiropractor, or Wellington FL, because people know real quick that Wellington is also the capital of New Zealand, and it doesn't always work. Let's see. And there he is. That's one of my clients, and he's my chiropractor, and I have him at the number 1 space here, okay? And because it's really hard when you put in best and stuff, because all these people want to get up there instead of us. Now, he is on number 7. I have him on number 7, but you're always going to have Yelp, this crap here going on, like Max, all this stuff. But anyway, so I'm working on that. It's really hard to get rid of Yelp and health grades and people like that when you're in the medical profession, okay? So we definitely want to rank number 1 for for this, right? And we have the highest ratings as well. We have a 5.0 where his competitors have a 4.9 and a 4.0. And so we have to stay actively engaged. And that's the other thing. You can't just rest on your laurels because someone's always wanting to kick you off. All right. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. So then the next thing I'm going to show you is when you do a search on the map for the business itself. So I did my husband's company, put it in here, wrote it out and so that I could see where we are on the map, right? And so it does let me know that I manage the business profile. So I'm not going to see everything a person who is not the manager is going to see. But we have our website link there. It'll show you some different, our map thing, our phone number, and then, pictures that we've done. All this, our reviews are listed here, things like that. All right. Now, so that's what kind of it looks like. And this is our Google website up here. That's the header that they chose. So now if I want to go in to find it, what I do is I go and I type into Google the whole company name and the city and the state. So that way Google knows I'm the ad manager. So it's going to say here, your business on Google. Okay. So that's how I get to the page. On the right side, it shows me what people are seeing. So we need, and reviews and things like that are on there. We need to add posts and things like that. So we need to get busy with all of that. So now what the other thing is that now I can view my photos. I can edit information. I can create a post. I can add a photo. I can work on go to the reviews page. I can create an ad. I can see my insights. I can see how many people have searched. I can see and create a post right from here. So I can do all of these kinds of things in here. So it makes it a little bit easier. If you click on edit info, you can remove, you don't want to do that, right? Or change your name or other details. This is going to open into a place that lets you just change these things very quickly. Now I don't like to do it that way. I like to see how to log in. So I will click on that little thing. So what I did was I clicked on your business on Google and it opens up into a much bigger page that we can work on. And oh wow, we got that was a long time ago. We got one from from these people from Norway. Okay, so anyway, so all right, so it's telling me what other people are writing, and it's just kind of silly what a lot of people write, but you need to write, and then it tells us everything here, what we're doing. So the posts only last for 1 week. So it's very important for you to add your posts every week. And most people will add posts, but all the studies show that regular posts are not going to work. So if you're in real estate, open houses will work. If you're a chiropractor, a special, or come in for a free, consultation or something like that, offers work. Okay, so you want to try to always create offers, some kind of offers, and that's hard to do in some businesses, but you have to just learn how to get creative. So you can see all of this. You can set up messaging, which is really cool. Now messaging only works on the phone. It doesn't work on the desktop. But you can set it up on the desktop, but you just won't get them. And then the next thing is your questions and answers, which I don't believe you can access this way. So one of the things you want to do is have people come in and ask a question. So if I come over here, see it says questions and ask, you can ask a question, but you yourself, see, like if I click it, I can't, it won't let me do it. In other words, it did let me click. But what you want is get your friends and other people from different IP addresses to come in and ask questions, and then you go in right away and answer them. That will help you so much on your SEO for Google My Business, okay? So we can set that up for you. I'm in the middle of training now. Most people, when they start with us, it's a little while before you get to this part because people don't order enough hours to really get all this done, because the citations alone take hours upon hours, probably 10 hours every, like 5 hours a week we're spending on just citations on one client. And then Google My Business would be like another couple hours a week. And then you're going to have then you have to start doing these questions and answers. The next thing you have to do is become a Google local guide. And what we can do, we have a lot of cool like little workarounds on how to help you become a Google guide. And there's a specific way that we do it that helps you become a Google Guide. Now, you as your own business, you can become a Google Guide and you'll never get in trouble for it. But what we do is we create a whole bunch. We create a bunch of Google Guides, because what you need is, if you're a Google Guide, that doesn't help. It helps your business a little bit, but it's going to help you rank a little bit. But it's the other Google Guides coming to write you reviews, the other Google Guides coming to answer questions, the other Google Guides coming to ask questions. And so let's say Google Guide Sharon comes and asks a question, and then Google Guide Charles comes in and answers it. Do you see what I'm saying? And so they like that. What Google's looking for is all that interaction between all these Google Guides. You should be uploading tons of photos, and everyone, your Google Guides need to be uploading photos to your page as well. So those are all things that you need to be doing. It's ongoing. It's forever. It never ends. So don't ask me, oh, how long is this going to take? It is never ending. It's never going to stop. This is the future of Google. It's the future of voice. One of the things that we do is Yelp. Review. Well, we optimize your Yelp account, because Yelp is who everyone has hired to do their voice search. Okay. And just as a side note, we are going to be training somebody to become Amazon Skills for Echo. So if you are doing for Alexa and Echo, so if you want to get into skills and create like a little podcast or something, we can do all of the background. You would have to do the audios, but we could take your audios of your podcast, of little snippets of news in your niche, and then we can get those, uploaded onto your Alexa and Echo, because 75% of, there's been a 75% increase in people using voice search and voice activating machines, smart machines, right? So anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, give me, that's an overview of Google My Business. And we'll go more into it. If you have specific questions, let me know. And if you want to hire us to do this for you, remember, I have the wonderful